Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ridge and this is Ridge Reaper Archery. This is the very first video that I've done for this channel, so if you're watching this, congratulations. This is a pretty big moment for you guys. For this video, we're going to be covering my gear list for 2025 deer season. I just purchased a saddle and I just wanted to try it out. It looked like it'd be a lot easier than a hang and hunt such as the XOP or the Lone Wolf. Those are great, but I just wanted something a little more mobile because I just don't have all the time to scout out ahead of time, find a good spot, and I don't want to just leave the stand, which you don't have to with those, but it's just a bit cumbersome for me. I'm a small guy. I'm 5'7", 150 pounds, and I don't exercise regularly. So it's just a pain in the butt. It takes a long time. So I thought, I'll just, instead of working out and actually getting in better shape, I'll be lazy and get something much lighter and easier to move around. So I know what you're thinking. Enough with the intro. Show us the equipment. Well, okay. For all of you who are impatient like me, I cut out the portion where I put everything on the table. So I purchased the XOP Mondo and the Invader combo. You get the Mondo saddle. You get 3 ropes. They're all the exact same, but they can function as 3 different things. They can be your lineman's belt that you wrap around the tree as you're climbing and setting your sticks. They can be your safety harness strap, or they can be the tether that wraps around the tree and you actually hang on. And then also the bridge for the saddle. So I guess it's kind of 4 functions. 4. But I'm pretty excited. I already hung in it like a foot off the ground and I suck. But that's okay. Practice makes perfect. I'm going to practice a lot before I get in the woods so I don't fall down, hurt myself. But I'm pretty pleased. I don't remember the weight, but I will put it down at the bottom of the screen. But it is light. I would guess 2.5, 3 pounds. 2.5 is probably light. Too light. 3.5 pounds. And the saddle, I've put it on. It's a one size fits all. And like I said, I'm not very big, but it actually does fit me, surprisingly. A lot of times, one size fits all doesn't fit me that well. I almost have to get a youth size, but that's okay. I'm filling out. It's working. So I'm pumped to try this. I think really great price for really good quality. You only paid $200 for all of this. And I know you're thinking, only $200. Wow, what a great price. Well, a lot of times the saddle itself is $200 and over. So this is a really good buy. I'm looking forward to using it. Next up, the sticks. All right, for the climbing sticks, we have the Latitude Carbon SS. SS stands for Speed Series, and these are great. And I'm coming from the 3-foot-long XOPs. They weren't heavy, but they were uncomfortable to carry around. These are awesome. That's 1 pound. Now I'm sure it's a little over once you have the rope and the felt that wraps around and the addition that I made. But yeah, that's 1 pound each. So you're carrying 4 pounds of sticks. That's insane. There's some other brands that I saw, but they were out of my price range. These were on sale on Black Friday. So if you guys see a sale on them, I would highly recommend them. They're great. And I made a modification so I can tie them all together. Well, what's next? We've got the sticks and the saddle. Well, you got to have a way to carry all that stuff. So, backpack. This is the backpack that I will be using. I do not remember the name brand. I just got it at Buckeye. I bought this before I purchased the saddle, not knowing just how handy it would be. I've got the main pocket that I'm going to keep camera equipment. Right now, I have just the Realtree knife cutting set in the bottom, and the only reason I keep it in there is as a solid base for the bottom, and you'll see why in a minute. It just sits flat. Side pocket, deer gutting knife. Then you keep your 3 ropes for your saddle in the other side pocket. And in the smaller, yet still large, zipper pocket here, I keep my muddy tree camera arm and the mount to the tree. The reason I kept the knives in the case in the bottom was I found out that the climbing sticks will actually fasten right there, and I will show you. Now, I took these straps on the bottom, they're just to cinch up the backpack so it sits tight to you. I took this portion and I put the sticks along the bottom and buckled it right there. See that? That's beautiful. Now, here, it just comes up through and voila. It just sits right between the teeth of the climbing sticks. And then I can put the stand, well, this portion up, and there's another set of straps that you can wrap around and buckle it to. And again, all these are for is cinching the bag tighter to itself. But they were fantastic to hold your gear. Now I've got the Trophyline knee pads because, again, I'm cheap in the Latitude Outdoors. Were $70. I think these were $25 or $30. There you go. So, look at that. It just all fits. And it's not even all the same brand. You just kind of cobble stuff together and it works. So keep in mind, everything's going to be in the backpack. I'm going to have the saddle on already. But my goodness, that feels good. It's light. It's easy. It's awesome. Like I said, this you can pick up at I think you could even pick one up at Walmart if you go during the season. They're, I want to say $70 or $80. So not bad, but expensive for just your average everyday hunter like me who goes out whenever he can. So there you go. That is my short gear list for 2025. I hope you enjoyed it. And I know what you're thinking. You're hoping you'll see more of me. I plan on doing more videos this year and hopefully off the hunting season. Well, I've gone on long enough. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you'll like, subscribe, comment. I'll try to read your comments and get back to anyone who has questions regarding some of the equipment and just anything. Shoot it my way, and if I can answer it, I will. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll come along as I get better at hunting, as I get better at archery and working on my own equipment, and better at this YouTube stuff, hopefully.